Welcome back to Blockchain Pill. My name is Alex and welcome back to a new episode. We just have a bombshell tweet from Dominic Williams, the man himself, the chief scientist and founder at Dfinity, the company building the Internet Computer Protocol. He made this tweet about Mission 70, which is an initiative that Dominic Williams first talked about in November of last year that aims to reduce the ICP inflation by 70% and with a bit of luck make ICP deflationary, which would be massive for the entire ecosystem and the entire network. Let's read a tweet. A new Dfinity white paper promising how Mission 70 to reduce ICP inflation by 70% during 2026 can be won shall be published next Wednesday, January 14th, and soon after they will create an NNS proposal to actually get it into effect. And this is massive news. We're gonna dive into what Mission 70 actually is and how they're planning to reduce the ICP inflation in a little bit. But if you're new to the channel, my name is Alex and I've been covering the Internet Computer Protocol for the past 4 years. Since 2021, I met Dfinity all over the world more than a dozen times, and I even went to their headquarters in Zurich to see what they're building and how they're building it. So if there is somebody who can give you an inside look at what ICP is and what it does, I am that person. Now, without further ado, let's see what this Mission 70 is all about. Let's read the first tweet of Dominic about Mission 70. And it's actually a tweet from November 3rd when he released this Medium article about Internet Computer 2.0, Dfinity 2.0, and Caffeine, the Internet Computer Review. And in this long post here, it's pretty long and it actually goes into depth about what they're planning to do with the Internet Computer Protocol and what steps they're going to take for the future. At the end here, they actually dive into Mission 70, which is optimizing the network tokenomics for the growth drive. So the last thing to talk about is Internet Computer Tokenomics. Dfinity will push for a radical reduction in inflationary pressure because after much investigation, we believe this will deliver great advantages to the ecosystem. Inflation comes from two sources, and we believe that both of them should be reduced. The first source of inflation comes from governance staking, where people stake their ICP inside the network nervous system framework, creating neurons that allow them to vote. Currently, a large number of people have locked their tokens for 8 years, which maximizes their voting power and the rewards they can earn. And actually, let me show you the dashboard for staking. It's on dashboard.internetcomputer.org under governance and then the network nervous system. And anybody who owns ICP, you can actually stake your ICP from a period beginning from 6 months all the way to 8 years and basically join the 8-year gang, the gang of people that lock their ICP for 8 years, and you can earn up to 12.3% APR on your ICP. Another big blockchain offers this much APR for their tokens. I think on Ethereum is like 5% or 4%, something like that. A very large portion of ICP token holders, myself included, have locked most of their tokens for 8 years, and there is even an 8-year gang community on social media. One way of reducing governance inflation is to reduce the maximum time that tokens can be locked, even down to 1 or 2 years, and reducing the rewards paid accordingly. Such a move could also be combined with a reduction in the minimum locking period from 6 months to 1 month, increasing the number of people participating in governance staking. This was actually brought in front of the ICP community maybe 1 or 1.5 years ago when Dominic Williams first proposed, this measure, this change to how the NNS and ICP staking work. And a lot of people were super upset. You would expect that if you had your tokens locked for 8 years, and somebody offers to cut 6 years off of your lock period, 6 or 7 years, people would be happy. But this is just how hardcore the ICP community actually is. People didn't want to get those free 6 years or 7 years off of their staking period, and they insisted that they want the same. But Dominic Williams explains in this Medium article that some steps will be necessary in order to get a deflationary ICP that would then benefit the entire community and the entire ecosystem. We'll see how people are going to react, this time, whether or not they're going to be for or against it. And let me know in the comment section below if you are for or against reducing the maximum staking period from 8 years down to, maybe 2 or 1 year. The second source of inflation comes from node providers who own and operate the specialized node machines hardware from around the world that host the network. Today, node providers receive fixed monthly rewards from the network when measured in fiat terms. They are paid in ICP tokens, so when the price goes down, they get more, albeit fear of inflation spiral are misplaced since the protocol takes the higher of the current ICP price determined via oracles and 1 XDR. And those here on the globe are the actual node providers, and you can see that it's pretty decentralized. There is not one place in the world that has a massive number of ICP node providers. They're spread all over the world, making it impossible to actually attack the ICP network. Now let's go back to the article. The guaranteed value transfer makes it easier for our wonderful community of node providers to operate nodes profitably and manage things like data center hosting contracts, but gives them little incentive to promote the Internet Computer Protocol themselves nor optimize their services. We would like to change this. And I think that every single person, and I've said this in previous videos as well, everybody should be contributing in their own way to the Internet Computer Protocol. The node providers, sure, they're making sure that the ICP ecosystem, keeps running and we have all of the subnets and stuff like that. But what Dom actually says here makes a lot of sense. The current way in which the node provider rewards are set up gives them little incentive to promote the Internet Computer themselves, and they have no reason to try to optimize their services. We're all in the same boat. All the builders, all the developers, all the content creators, all the community, we are all in the same boat. And I think that we should all fight to help make ICP succeed. And I think that most of the ICP community is gonna agree with that. While traditional Internet Computer subnets will continue operating the way they do now, as cloud engines play a bigger role, a different node provision model is possible in which the node providers don't receive guaranteed payments or receive smaller ones and must compete for their nodes to be chosen by end users for inclusion into their engines. In this model, 80% of the ICP revenue is generated by a cloud engine calculated as the number of ICP tokens that would have to be transformed to create the cycles powering the engine would be returned to the node providers, while 20% would be immediately burned. Thus, engines would always be deflationary rather than inflationary, and node providers would operate more like traditional businesses to maximize their profits. Man, this is incredible news here. Of course, the road I describe here is one we're just starting down, and Dfinity needs to perform many analyses and consult with many people and groups before reaching conclusions and proposing what it sees as the best way forward to the network nervous system. But I have started talking about Mission 70 on social media, which reflects my personal desire to see inflation tamed by 70% during 2026. The Internet Computer is one of the few networks to have gone strongly deflationary several times already, and this resulted from proof-of-work networks running on the Internet Computer Protocol, and we aim to ensure that it becomes strongly deflationary forever. I think this is music to any ICP holder's ears, and this is what we should be striving for. On one hand, reduce the inflation, make sure that everybody is aligned with Dfinity's vision and everybody's playing, their part, smaller or bigger, to actually try and help make ICP successful. This is something that we should be striving for. I'm looking forward to January 14th when this white paper is going to come out. I want to end this episode with this. People from outside the Internet Computer Protocol talking about the ICP token. And we have this post from CryptoFront. Is an ICP rally incoming? This setup below is the same setup we have seen with 200% and 100% gains from XCN and JustMe respectively. So despite being relatively quiet, ICP can just pull off a surprise move. Let's find out, shall we? And as we mentioned before, dolphins have been accumulating, sharks until yesterday have been accumulating, and whales have been accumulating. Maybe a move to the upside is preparing. And finally, we have this post from Bitcoin Census. ICP falling wedge formed, big move ahead, multi-year wedge finally tightening on the weekly. Repeated support holds and breakout attempts in play. This particular pattern target suggests a potential run toward $20. This move, it doesn't look like it took a lot of time, but this was like the past 2 years, compressing in this falling wedge with a potential target of $20, which is still a little bit below my targets of $30 to $100 for ICP. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what Bitcoin does. But I'm feeling bullish for the future of ICP, especially in 2026 and onwards, since the main narrative are going to be decentralization and privacy, which are both things built into the ICP tech stack. So with that, we're done for today. Let me know in the comment section below, once again, what do you think about Mission 70? And should the maximum staking duration be reduced down to 1 year or 2 years? I'm interested to find out what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.